right. So we've got a ton of really cool AI stuff to cover today.
Yeah, some really interesting stuff.
Yeah, and it looks like we've got some startups making huge moves.
Definitely.
We've got tech giants pushing the boundaries as always,
Mm-hmm.
and even AI that can understand like our emotions now.
Yeah, that's right.
So pretty crazy stuff we're going to be talking about.
It's an exciting time to be following AI for sure.
It is. So let's jump right in and talk about Hippocratic AI to start.
Okay.
So this is a startup that just got a whopping $50 million in funding.
Wow.
Yeah, 50 million bucks. And they're on a mission to bring empathy.
Empathy.
Yeah, empathy to healthcare using AI.
Interesting.
So, I know that sounds a little,
Futuristic.
yeah, a little out there, but think about this.
Okay.
Like an AI assistant that could actually understand, respond to, not just like your symptoms,
Yeah.
like when you go to the doctor, but like also your emotions,
Oh, wow.
how you're feeling about it.
Yeah, that's a really interesting concept. And I mean, that level of funding really says something. 50 million, it really shows the interest in this more human-centric approach to AI.
Yeah, I think so too.
It seems like investors are really seeing that potential for AI to, not just improve the efficiency of healthcare,
Right.
but also, like you were saying, to enhance the patient experience
Absolutely.
on kind of a deeper level.
Yeah, make it more personal.
More human.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like imagine you go to the doctor
Okay.
and you've got this AI assistant that can like
Mhm.
help you explain your symptoms more clearly.
Oh, interesting.
Or, even like provide emotional support during like
Oh, wow.
a really difficult diagnosis or something. Like
Yeah.
that could be huge.
It really could be a game changer.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
both patients and providers,
Yeah. Yeah, and I imagine it could also free up the doctors
Oh, yeah, it's true.
to spend more time on the things that really require their expertise.
Right, the stuff that only humans can do right now.
Like complex diagnoses and treatment plans.
Right.
And then, for you as someone who really follows these healthcare advancements,
Yeah.
this could really signal a shift towards
Oh, yeah.
more personalized and more compassionate care.
Yeah, I love that.
It is really interesting.
It's not just about the robots taking over.
Right.
It's about AI helping us be more human.
Absolutely.
I love that. Okay, so next up, let's talk about a name I think a lot of people are going to recognize. ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah, ChatGPT, of course.
Which, kind of took the world by storm last year.
It really did.
And
Yeah.
now OpenAI has given it a pretty big upgrade.
What did they do?
It's multimodal now. So that means,
Multimodal.
yeah, so it can process not just text anymore,
Okay.
but images and audio too.
Wow, that's a big jump.
It's a big jump, yeah.
So it can understand pictures and sounds now?
Yes, that's really cool.
Like, imagine having a conversation with ChatGPT
Okay.
and, like, showing it pictures, you know?
Or even listening to a podcast together and discussing it.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah, it's really wild. And it's kind of like
Yeah.
having an AI buddy
Mm-hmm.
that can actually like
Oh, great.
understand you on multiple levels.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. But,
Yeah.
as cool as this all sounds,
Yeah.
it does bring up some pretty important questions.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
I mean, this technology opens up so many possibilities
It does.
for communication and learning.
Totally.
But how do we make sure that it doesn't
Yeah.
reinforce our biases?
That's-
By just feeding us information that we already agree with.
Right. It's really easy to just get caught up
Hmm.
in the excitement of this new technology.
Yeah,
But we really do have to consider those ethical implications too.
absolutely.
So speaking of ethical AI,
Okay.
there's another player in the chatbot world
Okay.
that's making some big moves.
Who's that?
Anthropic.
Anthropic. Okay.
And their new model, Claude 3.
Claude 3.
Now, Anthropic is doing something really interesting.
What's that?
They call it constitutional AI.
Constitutional AI.
Yeah, so basically they're trying to build AI systems
Okay.
that are like inherently aligned with human values.
Interesting.
So things like honesty and fairness and harmlessness.
Oh, wow.
They're trying to bake ethics into the core
I see.
of the technology.
So instead of teaching the AI what not to do,
Yeah,
they're teaching it how to be a good citizen from the start.
exactly. And they claim that Claude 3 actually has better reasoning abilities
Oh, wow.
than ChatGPT.
Better than ChatGPT.
It's a pretty bold claim.
It'll be interesting to see how these two compare as they evolve.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too. And I think, this kind of competition
Mm-hmm.
is actually really good for AI in general
Yeah, how so?
because it just drives innovation.
Yeah.
And it really pushes the boundaries of what's possible.
It's like an AI arms race, but in a good way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's switch gears a little bit and talk about something that honestly sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie.
All right. I'm intrigued.
StableVideo
StableVideo.
from Stability AI.
Interesting.
So this tool lets you take a still image
Okay.
and turn it into a full-blown video.
What?
You're kidding me.
It's pretty crazy.
That's wild.
So think about
Okay.
the creative potential here.
Yeah.
Instant animations. You could have personalized marketing materials. Maybe even the end of those cheesy stock photos.
Oh, man, that would be great.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing.
It really would. It's like having a magic wand for content creation.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah. But of course, with any powerful technology,
Yeah.
there are some ethical considerations we need to talk about.
For sure. Like what kind of things?
Well, as this AI-generated content becomes more realistic and more common, it does raise questions about authenticity,
Yeah.
and how we can even tell the difference between what's real and what's made by a machine. It's getting harder and harder to tell.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like we're entering a world where
Yeah.
seeing is no longer believing.
Oh, wow.
And for you, working with visual media all the time, this technology really does present both exciting opportunities and new challenges.
It really does. It's a whole new world.
It is.
We're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, it really does blur the lines.
It does.
And it's something we'll need to navigate carefully as a society.
Absolutely.
Okay, so on a totally different note, let's talk about AutoGPT agents.
Okay, I've been hearing a lot about AutoGPT agents.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
What exactly are they and why are people so excited about them?
So imagine you've got this personal assistant
Okay.
that can not only manage your schedule, book appointments, but it can also do things like conduct research, write reports, and even code basic programs.
What?
Yeah, that's essentially what an AutoGPT agent can do.
That's incredible.
They're these AI programs designed to handle these complex tasks,
Okay.
but with very little human input.
So they're like super-powered virtual assistants, capable of doing stuff that would normally take a whole team of people.
It's pretty wild.
It is wild. So what are the potential applications here?
I mean, the potential is huge.
Yeah.
Imagine businesses being able to automate entire departments.
Oh, wow.
Or even just individuals having access to these personalized AI agents that can help them with everything from planning a trip to starting a business.
That's amazing.
It's pretty incredible, but, of course, we have to think about the downsides, too.
Yeah, what happens to people's jobs?
Exactly. That's a big question.
If AI can do everything.
What happens to the humans?
Yeah.
And that's something we need to be talking about as a society.
For sure.
As AI gets more capable, we have to think about, how we adapt our education systems, our workforce, to prepare for a future where human skills and AI collaboration are super important.
Totally. And what about misuse?
That's a good point.
What's to stop someone from using an AutoGPT agent?
Right.
For something bad?
Yeah, that's a crucial question.
Yeah.
I mean, with any powerful technology, there's always that risk of it being misused. So we need to develop safeguards, ethical guidelines to make sure that these AutoGPT agents are used responsibly.
And for good.
Exactly.
Okay, well, it's a lot to think about, but
it is.
The possibilities are really exciting.
They are.
And maybe a little bit scary.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Okay, let's switch gears again.
Okay, sounds good.
And talk about something a little less mind-bending.
Pictory.
Pictory. This tool seems like a dream come true for content creators.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So tell me more about it.
So Pictory is this video editing tool that uses AI to transform these long video into these short, engaging clips that are perfect for social media.
That makes sense.
So imagine taking a webinar or a presentation or even just a long vlog and turning it into a series of snappy, attention-grabbing videos.
I love it.
It's really cool.
So it's like having a professional video editor at your fingertips.
Yeah.
But without the expensive price tag.
Exactly. And, in this world where everyone's attention span is so short.
Right. It's like getting shorter by the minute.
I know.
Yeah, this is a game changer for anyone.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to reach people online.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about making video shorter.
Right.
It's about...
It can do more.
Yeah, what else can it do?
Well, it can add captions. It can add music.
Okay.
And even visuals to make your content more dynamic and engaging.
So it's like a one-stop shop.
It really is.
For creating like really high-quality content.
Yeah, that people actually want to watch.
The people will actually watch. Yeah, that's amazing.
It's pretty great, and it saves so much time.
I bet. I mean, no more spending hours.
Hours and hours?
Editing footage.
Gone.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So it frees up content creators to focus on what they're good at.
Like being creative.
Exactly. Creating those compelling stories and sharing their knowledge.
Out at the world.
I love that.
It's great.
It's another example of how AI can help us be more creative and more efficient.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you mentioned another trend in video generation that I found really interesting. Context-aware video creation.
Oh, yeah.
What does that even mean?
So basically it means that AI is getting better at understanding the context of a video and creating content that's relevant to that context. And this is really important in fields like augmented reality and virtual reality.
Okay, so instead of just like superimposing some random video onto a real-world scene, the AI can create something that actually blends in. And enhances the experience.
That's the goal.
That's really cool.
It is pretty cool.
So imagine like walking down the street and seeing these virtual billboards that are tailored to your interests.
That's the idea.
Or playing a game where the environment reacts to your every move in a really realistic way.
It's really blurring the lines between the digital world
It is.
and the real world.
Yeah, it's both fascinating and a little mind-boggling.
It is a little mind-boggling.
It is. So what are some other examples?
Well, think about like architects using AI to visualize building designs in real time.
That's awesome.
Or surgeons practicing complex procedures in a virtual operating room.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, the potential is huge.
It really feels like we're on the cusp of
a
technological revolution.
I think so too.
With AI at the forefront.
Absolutely.
It's really incredible to think about how far AI has come.
Yeah, in such a short time.
It's exciting to imagine where it's headed next.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
And it's even more exciting to imagine where it's headed next, you know?
Totally. And I think these sources really highlight how broad AI's impact is becoming.
It is.
From healthcare to entertainment to like everything in between.
It really is everywhere.
And it's clear that, you know, AI is not just some futuristic concept anymore. It's really becoming part of our daily lives.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up our deep dive into AI, I'm going to turn the question to you, the listener.
Yeah.
What stood out to you the most from all the things we talked about today?
What are you excited about?
Yeah, what are you excited about? What are you curious about or even a little apprehensive about?
It's important to think about these things, you know?
It is.
Because AI is something that deserves careful consideration from everyone.
Not just the tech experts.
Exactly.
We're all stakeholders in this AI-powered future.
We are.
And it's up to us to shape it in a way that benefits everyone.
It really is.
So what are your hopes and concerns about the role AI will play in our lives moving forward?
Are you excited about the potential for AI to automate those tedious tasks?
Right, so we can have more time for creativity and meaningful work.
Exactly. Or maybe you're worried about the ethical side of things.
Yeah, like job displacement or bias in algorithms.
Those are all really valid questions.
They are, and I think it's through these open discussions, critical thinking, that we could figure out how to navigate all of this.
Absolutely.
Because ultimately, AI is a tool.
It is.
And like any tool, its impact depends on how we use it.
That's a great point.
So it's our responsibility to make sure that AI is developed and used in a way that aligns with our values.
And serves the greater good.
Well said.
Thanks.
So as we end this deep dive, I want to encourage you to keep learning about AI.
Yeah, stay curious.
Stay informed, ask questions.
Definitely.
And engage in these conversations about its potential and its challenges.
Yeah, because the future of AI is being written right now. And we all have a role to play in shaping that narrative.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us for this AI deep dive.
It was a great conversation.
It was. We'll see you next time.